Hello there, welcome back to my channel. One of the top most asked questions when I do hair tutorials is how often do you wash your hair? And I'm here to tell you honestly, I usually wash my hair 6 out of 7 days a week. I love the feel of clean hair, and because my hair is so short and easy to style, it can take me just as long to style it from wet to dry or doing second day hair. But I know that many of you do not like to wash your hair every day. And after my last salon visit, I have felt myself that I want to use as little heat on it as possible and keep it in the best condition that I can. Also, I have been trying to keep the tone of my color correct, and so by washing it less frequently, I'm having to use less purple shampoo, less toners, all of that. So in today's video, I'm going to rewind to yesterday. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I have been doing to help me go multiple days without washing my hair and yet not have my scalp feel super itchy or dirty. So if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Now let's get started. I'm going to start off with yesterday and what I did, because to get multiple days out of your style without washing, it starts with what you put in your hair from the beginning. So in the shower, I actually did a toning treatment. So I was talking about that. I used the L'Oreal Lip Gloss toning treatment, and I used the silver opal shade, and I will be honest, it got a little too much purple in there. I was rinsing frantically to get it out, but I loved the cool tone that it gave my hair. After towel drying my hair, the next thing that I have been doing is adding a leave-in treatment and a thermal protection spray. The Redken 25 Benefits When United has been my top favorite. So I apply that through the hair just enough to where my hair feels nice and soft. Now the next thing that you're going to see me skip is the Catwalk Root Boost. Now, since I've had my hair bleached, I have not needed the extra help of lift at the roots. But if you do, add just a minimal amount in the spots where you really need it. But the key product is this next one, and this has been so critical in helping me get and keep my style for multiple days, and that is the Kenra Nitro Memory Cream. I talked about this in my last hair video, and it has again become a favorite of mine. So I am just using a tiny little bit of it, and I am only concentrating this towards from the mid shaft to the end of the hair. I'm not scrubbing this into the scalp. So the key to getting multiple days out of your hairstyle between washes is you want to make sure you keep your scalp as clean as possible. Now, many times people think it's the sheer number of products that causes the issue. It is not. It is how much of those products you're using, and of course using the right kind of product. So after I've applied the memory cream, now it is time to blow dry. I am just blow drying like normal using my Zoya Halo dryer. This has also been a huge game changer in helping keep the health of my hair. You all know I love this thing. I'll link it down below. This video is not sponsored. This just shows you that I use this dryer no matter what. Once my hair is dry, it's time to do a little work with the flat iron. And I am actually putting this at a setting of 360 degrees and just pulling this through certain sections that I want to straighten out. Because I have that heat protectant spray in there, I am not concerned that it is damaging my hair. So once I get the flat ironing work done, it's time to now add the finishing styling products. And yes, products plural. Now, what I have been loving is to use a combination of the Enjoy Dry Wax and the J. Beverly Hills Clear Wax. I feel like the combination of these two has helped me get multiple days between washing. The Enjoy Dry Wax, I go in with a minimal amount, and this is what really helps add that extra fullness and body to my style. It also helps me get the direction that I want to go in. It helps hold my style multiple days for sure. And then I'm going to go in with just a little bit of the J. Beverly Hills Clear Wax. This adds not only a little bit of texture, but it adds that little bit of shine, and it helps me not have to use as much Enjoy Dry Wax. So the combination of those two products, it helps me get my style in place, and then it's time to set it in place with hairspray. Now, I feel like it's important to have your style pretty much set, and that's why I like these two waxes, because you can continue to manipulate manipulate the hair, get it exactly where you want before you start spraying your hair. If you start spraying and then you're not happy with the style and you keep restyling and adding more hairspray, that is going to force you to have to use too much hairspray, thus making your hair really dirty. So I go in with the Bed Head Hard Head Extreme Hold Hairspray, and here is the finished look for day 1. So then before I went to bed, all I normally do is pull out this good old-fashioned pick. I'm sure I've had this since like the 90s. And I just go through and pick all of the hair products out, just comb through everything. And it's amazing that once I do that, I don't feel like my hair doesn't feel crunchy or anything. I go to bed, and now we are ready for day number 2. So here we are at day 2. And this is what my hair looks like. Now, I did already walk my dog, and I did not add any product in my hair to do that. I just simply usually run my fingers through my hair. I did just film a makeup video, and my bangs were up off my face. So on day 2, usually I'll hop in the shower and I'll clip my bangs up, which can cause some interesting little kind of bends and twists and a little bit of cowlicks. I have some cowlicks here. But no worries, we are here for day 2 hair, and I'm gonna show you how I do second day hair or third day hair. I did do third day hair, by the way, recently on vacation, and it worked great. So what I have been doing, since I have all this fresh blonde and it's a little drier, I feel like on day 2, for me, I need to add a little hydration rather than a dry shampoo. So people with longer hair, day 2, day 3, they're adding dry shampoo. Not me. I'm adding a little bit of hydration. So I was using the Redken 25 United. I am at the bottom of my bottle here. Okay, I've got a little bit here left. So what I'm going to do is just very lightly, and I'm using this on the ends of the hair. I'm not working this into the roots of the hair. So recently, when I was in hot, humid Georgia, I did this for second and third day hair, and it worked just as well. So you don't have to be in a dry climate to do this. But again, I feel like, especially because I have all this extra highlight or blonde hair now, I really need that extra hydration and extra heat protection. So this has a heat protectant in it. And because I generally have to pull out my flat iron just to fix a couple of spots or change the style completely, I like to have that extra thermal protection. Now, it's almost dry in the hair, so you don't want to thoroughly wet your hair or anything. Just add enough so that now the hair feels soft again, feels conditioned, and then you can decide if you want to dramatically change things up or not. I think I would like to add a little bit maybe of a flip here, because this side is getting a little long. I am getting, well, I'm still a little over a week out from my salon visit. Okay, so another tip for second day hair is you want to turn your flat iron down at least 1 notch. So normally I do 360. I've got this set on 340 because we have already styled before. We have styling product in there. I like to just dial it back a little bit. And why I love this flat iron is even on second day hair, if you comb out the hair like I'm doing now and then slowly run it through, it adds a nice smoothing shine effect to the hair, and you can redirect it any direction you want, second, third day hair. So you can see I just have a little flip. We'll make that a little more obvious in a moment. And then right here, I am going to just kind of further smooth this out. So just go through any spots that you may feel like they got a little out of hand while you were sleeping, or maybe in the humidity or something throughout the day. And this, I think I'm gonna just redirect a little bit to the side. And then the back here, I feel like mine is not looking terrible, but I do have this little flippy part right here. So I'm just going to take my flat iron, and then right here, I think I will put a little extra, and you can use this to add a little extra body. Just pull the flat iron through, let it dry, and it will add some extra lift. So I'm doing a little extra just to show you a couple of options. You don't have to do all these things, and sometimes after I've added the conditioner through, I don't even have to pull out the flat iron. So just keep that in mind. Just because I am doing a few extra things, it doesn't mean it's hard. It doesn't mean you have to do all of this on second day hair. And let's see, I don't know, I'm not loving how my little flip is looking here. So let's just see if we can, this might be a bad idea, but we're gonna just do it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit and marinate. And then I like to kind of straighten it after I've curled it out. There we go. We'll just have a little flippy-do here for fun. Okay, now from here, you could certainly just, and normally I have found that I don't even need to hardly add much product at all. Now, if you're gonna totally restyle your hair, you might have to add a little more Enjoy Dry Wax or a little more of the clear wax. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of the clear wax because it does add a little bit of shine. And I'm just going to add a little bit of this through this section. Now, as I mentioned when I reviewed this, this is a totally different type of product than Enjoy Dry Wax. It adds texture, and when paired with hairspray, it still has hold, but it's different. It's not the same level of hold that you're gonna get from Enjoy Dry Wax, but it's also not as heavy or thick. So definitely you wanna make sure you don't use too much of it as well. And then in the back, I just like to do this. And as I mentioned for day one, the same is true for day two. You want your style to be pretty close to where you want it to be before you start spraying hairspray. So that prevents you from adding too much hair product in. Okay, so I just kind of split the bangs there, and I think I kind of like what's going on here. So let's just lock it in place, and I'll go in with just a little bit of hairspray. I'll start with the Bedhead Hard Head and add a little bit of that. So you should not have to use as much hairspray as you did on day one, just FYI. Now, you know me, I like to just have some fun with back sometimes, and so I'm going to just sweep it over like that and add a little hairspray. Now, what I will do on day 2 or 3, depending on what day we're on, if I want a little extra shine and a little longer hold, so I'm going to be going somewhere that's kind of windy tonight, so I love to add a little bit of the Masterpiece. This is the extra strong with massive shine hairspray. This is more of a finishing spray. Some people use just this, but I like to use this as kind of like a finishing touch. Not only does it hold everything in place, but it just adds a little extra shine. So on day 2, on day 3, I feel like one of the challenges is that you want to add some shine back to your hair. And this is one way to do it. All right, here is our finished look. And hopefully, as you're looking at my hair, you have no idea that I didn't wash my hair today. And my scalp does not feel itchy. My hair does not feel overly dirty. And again, it goes back to those 2 key things that I talked about at the very beginning. Number 1 is the correct amount of product and the type of product that you put in your hair, especially on day 2. But I feel like the key for me on day 2, day 3 has been going back in with some type of leave-in treatment conditioner that also has thermal protection. And I've really enjoyed the Redken 25 United. Now, this is expensive, I know, but this bottle has lasted me 2, maybe even 3 years. So it lasts a very long time. You need such a small amount, especially if you have short hair. Hopefully you found this video helpful. As always, check the description box down below. I will have links to all of the products that I used. I will also have my recent salon visit video and give you information about the makeup I'm wearing, what's on my nails, and all of that fun stuff. Thank you as always so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.